Good morning, Codger Biker here, and today I shall be looking at and installing a GPS mount for my Ducati DesertX. I sourced this one from my friend Nicola at Perun Moto. I can highly recommend his stuff, having had lots of it from a 690. What I like about Nicola is he's a great engineer, but he also owns and rides his own bikes, so he's tested it himself, and that's good enough for me.
First of all, I won't be using today, but I did also get the Perun Moto mount for the Garmin, but this video is not about that. I'm just showing you that he provides that as well, so you can fix your Garmin, it's called Zumo XT, to the bar using his nicely engineered Perun Moto mount. What concerns me today is this. That's how it comes, all nicely wrapped. Unlike some manufacturers, it's organised, and he also provides some excellent instructions, and you can see where he's actually fitted it to his bike. So I'll unwrap all this and then pre-assemble it as instructed. Those are the arms. That's the lockable 12mm bar, and these are the brackets that go on the back of the TFT. So as you can see, the instructions are on the website. You can look at them anytime, and they're very clear. Everything you need to know, step by step. You can't really go wrong. The only thing that I had to think about was, but it's in the pictures, was that you replace, I think, these 3 bolts here with the ones supplied here. So as you can see, everything's really well made, very light, properly engineered with the writing. Now that writing's important because that's part of how you assemble it. These arms are stainless steel, and the 12mm bar is designed to lock, so it won't rotate, I believe. So there's the instructions. There's the layout. The only thing I'm not sure of, I think it's right, is that those ones are bigger than those 6. So the 2 big ones have washers. They lock the bar at the top. The bar's grooved to fit into that to stop it from rotating. So loosely assemble it now, I shall, and then later go over and see Dr. J. Now, there are instructions on the site for wiring it into the bike. It's a straightforward job. There's a plug already on there, an ACC plug. I'm not doing that today. I may do that later on, but for now I just want to have the GPS bar fitted. That's it. And I'm just going to run the sat-nav from the USB for now. Okay, so that's it pre-assembled with the Perun Moto writing at the top. Hope that's right. Just very loose so that there's room to jiggle it around. This will go in at the end with the bolts, and they're the replacement bolts to go hold the plastic cover on later. Right, we're ready to go. What we've got to do now is remove the screen, remove the plastic cover, and fit this to the bike. How hard can that be? Right, why have I come over here, you may ask? Down the road. I've got about a 50-mile ride to get here, but I'm knackered. But what have you got that I haven't got?
That big yellow thing in the sky.
He got the sunshine. You know what they say, sun shines on the righteous. Personally, I like the blackout. Anyway, on my long journey here, I did bring along equipment. Seems to be a 4mm on those, which is surprising. I thought they'd be 5, didn't you? Okay, it should come off. Ooh, that's the first time we've had his face off. He's off his face. Look at his eyes. You can see all the plugs in there, look. One of them, I can see it. It's that one there, that one that's, that one, it's the accessory plug. It's got a bit of melted plastic. Because these are very tight, I've gone and got a precision 4mm Allen, which goes right in, and also to reach into there. Because although they're only supposed to be 5mm, I think the Loctite that's on them is very... Oh, that's better. I purposely didn't get a ratchet because I wanted to feel the
I want it to actually feel, you know, sometimes you can't feel quite as good with. I won't be reusing those bolts. I don't want to knacker them entirely because I might need them one day. Jesus. Once you break the Loctite, they're not so bad. Germans, but
That's the Audi.
look at that. So I don't think we'll reuse those. Ta-da! So he does say clean up the threads, but I think so. Just run those in and out because you know these are only interplastic. You don't want to wreck them. It's loosened up there. Look. I will apply some more Loctite. See, it's taking the Loctite out. Look. It's cleaning it out.
Yeah.
I think it's Italian Loctite or German Loctite, so we don't get any background. So that looks like it's how it goes. So it's just loosely fitted. I'm going to Loctite all of these. You make sure the writing's at the top, and then put these bolts in to hold it with Loctite. How hard can it be? Don't you dare crossfade, you.
We people who have always worn glasses forever find it really amusing when you come across older people who suddenly have to wear glasses. They don't want to do it, and they don't carry them.
So, bit of on there. This might be where I need another pair of hands. I mean, am I actually in the thing there, or am I just whizzing around? I think I'm just whizzing around. That's I know I am. I don't think you need a lot. You just need a bit. So, Ducati seem to have differed. I'm not tightening it yet because we've got to do the rest of it. So let's pull one out. Look. There's no harm in doing it. I don't worry. I'm going to put the bracket in. Don't worry.
Yeah, guys, just
I'm not going to tighten it up before I put the bracket in, but I'm going to get some Loctite on them. A little bit of Loctite. There's probably no need for it, but no, you don't. I've got to put the bar in before I tighten it up. Ta-da! 12mm. So again, I am going to Loctite this. I think I'm being a little bit over the top.
Oh, I would Loctite that.
It has got washers, and it is locking. It does lock. Look. So the reason why we leave it a little bit loose is so that it can get in with the square bit. So there's adjustment.
Yeah.
Up and down.
Right.
Again, I probably don't need to Loctite because if I want to adjust it, I've got to undo it again. But you know, as we're here with a bit of Loctite, I don't suppose it'll do any harm. Tiny bit.
On my equivalent, I've Loctited it.
Yeah. And as I don't actually know how high I need it to be at the moment, I'll just hope you can get at it without taking the screen off. You know, when it's if I need to adjust it. So what I need to do now is go around and tighten all those bolts. I've tightened those three. 5 Newton meters. You ready?
Isn't it a 4? Those really?
No, these are 5 replacements. No, 5 Newton meters. Right, it's 5 Newton meters, and 5 Newton meters on the other one, which will be a 4. Ready? Shouldn't really do that yet. I'll do a final tighten in a minute. So, being utterly cautious, have Loctited everything, haven't we?
I don't think that's a bad thing.
So the block is going on. Now we're purely guessing, aren't we? Because we don't know what angle it's got to be at or anything. So I'm not over tightening it yet. I don't even know if I've got it in the middle. Does that look like the middle to you? That looks like the middle.
Yeah, ish.
Right, here we go. You just think of things to wind me up,
I just
and I'm stupid enough to fall for it every time.
How do you cut it? How do you put it on?
You put it, click it.
Bottom first and then top.
Yeah, and it should click in.
But
The screen cover it is the interesting thing.
You know, there's all these different parameters. Yeah, that's okay. Right, I'm doing a simulation. This is like Ducati factory, right? Did you see that thing where he holds?
Yeah, that's brilliant. That was.
What do you think?
I think it's fantastic.
Excellent. But you wish you had one of those sat navs.
Yeah,
I've
I've always wanted one.
This sat nav was kindly donated to me by one of the most awkward people I've ever met in my life, but he's very kind. I'm not saying who he is, but he's behind the camera. So
that looks okay.
So he needs it back anyway.
Yeah.
Well, that's not quite at the top, so I don't want to go any higher than that.
I think I'd leave it at that to start
is to go for a ride and just say, you know, is that angle right? It feels solid.
It looks good.
Everything's rock solid. Yeah. So just for now, because I don't want to mess with the wiring, I am going to later on, which means taking it all off again, but never mind. I'm just using a USB lead to the powered USB of the bike. What? I'll turn it on. Let's see what happens. Boom! Anything happening?
I think you find that if you're powering it like that, you'll have to click the. Oh, is it coming on?
Yeah,
oh, fine. Because I wasn't sure whether you'd need to.
I tried it yesterday.
Yeah.
I hope it's going to be brighter than that though.
It does get brighter.
It did come on yesterday. I tried it off the bike. There you go. So obviously, you know, this wire's not ideal, but if I can get a better, I'm getting a right angle cable tie it to that. Yeah, I'm happy with that. God, don't it look neat? It's solid. I mean, moved the whole bike with it.
That's really good, that. I have to say that was really good.
I have to ask is then, because it's important, does it get the Dr. J seal of approval, which is very difficult to get?
Yeah, I must admit
without suggesting any improvements.
I wish I'd bought a Garmin XT because I think they're brilliant.
I thought you were going to say you wish you'd bought a Perun Moto GPS bar, because I
have to say,
because I like his stuff.
Bizarrely and unusually, I'm impressed.
Cheers, Nicola. Even Dr. J's impressed.
Good stuff.
Thanks very much. Yeah. Codge Biker Ears out. So just as an aside, now the job's finished, the 3 bolts that came out go in that box in the cupboard, so that if one day I need to put it back as it was, everything's in there. On that note, what do you say? Yes.